Calling all lovers of mystery and fans of a good story. If you haven't already heard me talk about June's Journey, you're in for a treat. It's time to don your detective hat in this free hidden object mobile game that delves into the captivating journey of June Parker, a self-proclaimed detective on a quest to unravel the mystery surrounding her sister's untimely death. In June's Journey, you get to play as June, deciphering clues and unveiling secret plots within thousands of beautifully illustrated scenes. And did I mention it's set in the glitzy 1920s? New chapters are added weekly, so you will never run out of new thrills to uncover, and you can also personalize and decorate your very own Orchid Island where the story takes place. How sharp are your detective skills? Find out when you download June's Journey on your Android or iOS device, or play online via Facebook Games. Your detective journey awaits.
Hey there, it's Rachel Ballinger, and I am thrilled to invite you to Rachel Uncensored, my podcast where I get real with my friends and celebrity guests, where we talk about all sorts of topics. From personal stories to hot-button issues, we cover it all. New episodes drop every Wednesday, so make sure you tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on the fun and candid conversations we have here on Rachel Uncensored.
And now, listen to this on the Toddcast podcast.
In May 2012, boxer Marlen Esparza qualified to compete at the 2012 Olympics in London. She became the first American woman to qualify for the Olympics in the first year that women's boxing was an Olympic event. She won bronze. You've seen her in a PETA ad. She was in a Spanish TV commercial for Coca-Cola. She has an endorsement deal with CoverGirl Cosmetics. Marlen's also the subject of the CNN documentary In Her Corner, Latino in America Too. In 2017, she signed a multi-year deal with Golden Boy. She lost a match for the WBA interim female flyweight title in November 2019. It was a technical decision after an accidental headbutt. She won her last match in October 2020. And when Marlen was a guest, we talked about binge-watching Game of Thrones, how boxing grabbed her at an early age, the age of 10. She talked about COVID affecting her career, how she's never been to a concert. We talked about the Fury Wilder 2 boxing match, the infamous Tyson Holyfield match, CBD's usage in high-impact sports. She shared a near-death experience story as well. And Marlen talked about the things that still stand out in her mind about her time at the Olympics. Listen to this.
You know what I liked about the Olympics a lot that I missed, that I'm like, man, if I could go back and kind of do that again, I would. It was just the atmosphere of the game. So, like, within the walls, it was like you walk through and, you know, like, basically everybody there is a badass. You don't know what they're badass for, but you know they are. And everybody's just kind of, like, looking at everybody. Everybody knows what they're there for. And it's just this whole feeling of just, like, competition, and I don't know. I just feel like it's like a weird atmosphere, like a weird village of, like, everybody has their life together, you know? Yeah. When I don't know if really anybody does, but it just feels like, man, we all know what we're doing. But it was a really good energy that I felt like was constant, you know. And it started to die out towards the end because people, you know, start to lose. And you can feel the shift of the beginning of the game towards the end of the game. And people are like, oh, because people are starting to party. But I don't think it was that. I think it was more of just like at the beginning, everybody's, you know, dreams are endless. And then towards the end, everything starts to get shut down.
Right.
So I think that's 100% like what I wish I could go back to. Like, if to feel that again would be crazy. Because I've never felt anything like it.
Listen to This on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by Tedco RV Supplies in Langley, an ICBC-approved repair shop. Find them online at tedcorvsuppliesinc.com.
Talmor, Sheshin Murachi. Talmor is my home. My family have worked the land for generations. My gran says the island does not belong to us, but we belong to the island. And we must be ready, for a great evil is coming, and death follows with it.
Listen and subscribe to the latest season of Undertow, The Harrowing, a Storyglass production presented by Realm, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey there, it's Rachel Ballinger, and I am extremely excited to invite you to Rachel Uncensored. It's my podcast where I sit down and get real with my friends and celebrity guests, where we talk about all sorts of topics. And sometimes we might be under the influence when we do so. We cover things from personal stories to hot button issues. And it's the only place on the internet you can find an uncensored version of me. It's a side of me that you might not have seen before because it's not the most family or brand friendly. But don't worry, I'm still sort of slightly a decent human being. If you're intrigued, then make sure you check it out. New episodes drop every Wednesday. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on the fun and candid conversations we have here on Rachel Uncensored.